Hey, all of you, um, subscribers and watchers of Great Life and More. I hope that if you're not already subscribed, you take a moment and hit the subscribe button and hit the like bell and the notification, or the like button and the notification bell. It helps to let YouTube know that people actually watch these videos and that they get something out of them. Right now, I'm walking around the neighborhood that I live in right now. I'm going to be moving in a few months, and then it'll be a whole different neighborhood. And I'm going to try to incorporate some cooking shows on the vlog. And as usual, I will talk about things on the vlog. And that's that. I'm not um, I'm not sponsored by Celsius, but I sure do love their drinks. They give essential energy, accelerate metabolism, and burn body fat. And for those trying to get a little bit more lighter, it does make a difference. It's not going to change how you look overnight. It's going to take time. Excuse me for my arm being there. Had a scratch on the other arm. Right here is the home of a dog named Bear. Unfortunately, he was about 15 years old, and he died a few months back. And the whole neighborhood misses him because he was just the sweetest dog. Never aggressive, always friendly and wanting to come up and say hi. In case you don't know where I'm walking at, right now I live in Petaluma, California. But the move's going to be a bit of a move to Windsor. And so it's going to be a big move for us. We're looking forward to having a place of our own instead of living where we are, where it's basically shared by the person who owns the home, my son and myself, and our two dogs. You're welcome. Some bikers going by with their family. But anyway, yeah, the dogs are half mine, and we're going to be moving into um, an apartment complex for military families, and there will be some apartments there that are civilians. But in case you didn't know, I'm a veteran, and so I and my son are going to move there. We'll each have our own bathroom, and it'll take some real getting used to. after 15 years of being here in Petaluma. Over here, those buildings are for the small airfield that's near the house that I currently live in. And the reason I'm doing this video today is because if you like this video and you like me telling you about things around the places that I'm at, then I'll try to increase videos so that, like, if I go to town and I'm walking around downtown, you can see what that looks like. And other than that, right now it's the dinner time of day, and I always like to walk right after dinner. If I'm gonna get out there and walk, and I'm trying to do more and more of that. And another exercise, if you have one of the Wii systems and you have the Wii Sports, the Wii Bowling really helps use a lot of your muscles and helps you get tone and lose weight. But for the first week or two, you find yourself rather achy because you're using muscles that you didn't realize you weren't using. And so that makes a big difference. And so that's how that is. There's another view of the airfield. When we get up closer, you'll actually see some planes. I hear one getting ready to take off right now. There it is. Little private plane. And it just lifted off. For any of you who are down by Disneyland or gonna be visiting Disneyland, I'm gonna be down there the 17th through the 20th. And so I'll be vlogging from the parks and from some of the other places that are park related, like downtown Disney and stuff like that. So be sure to look out for those videos. Sometimes it's nice just to take a relaxing walk. Normally, when I go for these walks, my son is with us, and Bailey, she's the female American foxhound that we have. Baron is the male American foxhound that we have. And pretty soon I'll be getting up here close to these other small planes that are parked. And one of them has turned on its engine, so it's probably getting ready to go out. Yeah, I see him. I see the one that's got its engine on and it's gonna take off. There's one plane that parks out here regularly and it seats about 20 people. But this is a private airport and so that's a private plane. I don't know if they do charters or what they do. There's a creek down there. Up. The plane looks like it's moving. It is. I'll hold on here for a moment so that maybe you can see it. For it to take off, it has to go down the other direction and turn around and then take off on the runway heading in the direction that I'm walking in. And so I'm trying to get a good view of everything here for you and walking kind of a touchy area. Yeah, the plane that's taking off is still down there trying to get turned around, and it's even hard for me to see. So anyway, you know a little bit about our little airport. Oh, it's moving. It's one of the bigger ones. And you're gonna get to see it going down the reverse frontway because it's coming. And then it'll go down and it'll make that turn. And there's a smaller one. It just took off. As you can see, that one probably seats about 10 or 20 people, depending on if there's 2 seats or on each side or 1 seat. But it's going down to take off, and I'm going to get back to the walk. It generally takes a few minutes for it to get down there and turn around, so if I'm still on the path here, when it gets ready, you'll be able to see it come down the runway. And as you can see, there's a few over there parked. There's more over here. But I'm going to get back on the walk. And sorry about the wind noise. Let's see if I see it yet. Oh, there's another one, a smaller one, that's moving around down there. Oh, there's the big one. Just went airborne. And the smaller one down there is going down to make the turnaround and take off. Back in 2017, when we had the fires, it was set up with helicopters coming in and landing and planes coming in and landing. And they were landing like every 5 minutes. And the helicopters would get the smoke, the fire repellent, loaded up, and then they'd fire back. They'd fly back up over the hills and up to Santa Rosa where the fire was really raging. And they would dump it where they were told to dump it. And there were even some big planes that were doing that, but they were leaving out of the Santa Rosa airport. They were dropping huge loads of retardant on the fire. Over there, there's a diner that's really good. It's called Two Diner Diner. It's the diner that a lot of people like to go to, mostly on the weekends. I'm not sure if it's even open during the week. Well, it sounds like the little plane is going to be taking off soon. But I'm walking away from the airport right now. Now, when I go to Disneyland, even though they don't have the time thing anymore where you have to wait till 11 o'clock, we're starting off in Disneyland. Sometimes my son will be with me, and sometimes I'll be there walking around by myself. But if you see me and you're down there, please stop and say hi. We could get a picture together. But yeah, I love to meet my subscribers, and I always have time for them. One thing, though, that really upsets me, and not me alone, but a lot of other people, is that some women are wearing shorts that shouldn't even be considered shorts because they show all of their private areas. And Disneyland is a family park. It was built for everyone, young and old. But mostly it was started because Walt wanted a clean place for people to take their children and enjoy time together. And I don't think he'd be too happy if he were alive today and he saw some of the people, some of the women, and yes, I'm saying women because they're the ones who seem to do it. Not a lot of them, but enough that it's upsetting. He, uh, he'd be upset to see somebody walking around the park showing their their private parts, basically. And some of the people have actually been doing just that. And I think, personally, I think that they should bring in a dress code because it's indecent and shouldn't be done. Hi, I'm a vlogger in the neighborhood.
Oh, don't worry. Enjoy it.
Thanks. So anyway, I think that Disney should incorporate a dress code, of, if you will, and not allow people to actually go in the park or through security if they're not dressed in a way that's properly suitable for being around family, young children, and the likes. Yeah, I get it. Everybody has their own style, but that kind of style needs to stay away from young children. We have enough problems in the world today as it is with people and having liberties taken against them. And I don't want to ever see that happen as a result of somebody inappropriately dressed to go to a park that's meant for a family and everyone to enjoy. Just thought I'd throw that out there. Well, this has been a pretty good day. I started out and I went to church. Praise God. He gave his son so that we would have our sins washed away. I know some people don't believe in God, and that's their right. You know, it's their choice. But I, myself, I am a God-believing Christian. I've been baptized, and I try to practice good religious practices, but I don't want to infringe on other people, my beliefs, unless they ask me. And so with that said, I do want to get to the point about you. You are special. Everybody is unique. Everyone is an individual. There's good in everybody. It's just some it's harder to find than others. And it's there though. It really is. And besides being special and unique and an individual, you matter. You matter to me, and you matter to the other subscribers. And you're important. You have feelings. And sometimes we get down and we get depressed. And we begin to think about if our life is worth living. And deep down, everybody goes through it at one time or another. If you're going through it, please reach out. Reach out to somebody you can trust and talk to them. Don't let it fester up to an action. And if you know of somebody who seems like they need someone to talk to, if you can, be there for them, even if it's over the phone. You could save a life, or someone could save your life. And you matter. You're loved on this channel. You are very loved. And I just want you to know that. And you're special. And remember again, it's free to subscribe to this channel. I need to get to 1,000 likes so that I can support this channel. Because I've been supporting it on my own, and it's been hard at times. But I do it because I care. And caring is a very, very important thing. If you see somebody and they need a little bitty spare change, don't judge them. Just, if you can, help them out. Don't ask them what they're going to spend it on. Just help them out. Because this really does mean a lot.